Okay, let's go call Vela.
Hey, Vela, listen, I need you to come over.
Alex, where have you been? We were all so freaked out when you disappeared.
Yeah, come over and I'll explain what happened.
Do you want me to call the others?
No, I think it'd be best if I just told you this alone. I'll tell the others, but I think you need to hear it first.
Okay, I'll be right over.
You! You're the android from the van!
Vela, this is the Essentia 2000. Essentia 2000, this is Vela.
Hello, Vela. It's nice to see you.
Likewise. What's going on here?
I don't even know where to begin. It's so complicated.
Alex, please go up to your room. I would like to speak to Vela alone.
Oh, yeah, sure. I saw in the dark, 2 floors below me, 2 women of the same soul spoke about the fate of the world. Do you know how weird it was thinking that? No, you really can't. Well, maybe now you can that you're in the same situation. One soul, but many people. In the darkness, thinking about the end of all reality, knowing inside myself that all of this was true. These concepts, previously absurd, were now mysteriously vivid in every detail. To the point where I felt I could grasp them in my hands. I pictured myself alone in the universe. All things around me had been destroyed. Everyone was gone. And then she floated by. Sammy. But she wasn't Sammy. She was Vela. But also not Vela. She was the Essentia 2000, Oda, Yuzu, and Nyla. Somehow these people were linked by their soul, whatever that meant. What did it mean to share a soul but be a different person? What did the Essentia 2000 called it? A parallel life? I thought of Buddhists and their concept of past lives. Before I was Alex, I was a pirate or a poor village girl living in Croatia. But in a parallel life, I was Alex, a pirate, and a little girl in Croatia. I lived all of my lives at once, in distant but similar realities. Similar was only an assumption. I realized now how little I knew about reality.
Alex! Come down!
Alright, now we can go see them.
I have spoken with Vela and shown her irrefutable proof of my identity.
I've explored the soul space, and I've seen the beginnings of destruction to many realities. I have seen the remains of many souls. And Alex, this scares the living hell out of me. I will do anything I can to help stop whatever's coming for us.
You spoke to us in the past, specifically to Vela, about a feeling that fate brought you two together. I am that fate. This was meant to happen. I do not know if we can stop whatever is coming, but I know that we are meant to try.
So what's next? What do we do? What's the plan?
We should get the others on board.
And then we should train in the mine dungeon. Alex, you have seen what is coming for us, and you know better than anyone else. The only way to stop it is to understand yourself. If we can get as far into the mine dungeon as possible, and learn as many abilities as possible, we may stand a chance of dying with dignity.
Alex, what did you see in the mine dungeon? What did the end look like? Why did she say that?
I don't know. But I know that it's related to me. That somehow I am the destruction. I might just be a piece of it. I might be all of it. I can't say, but I know I can stop it from destroying everything I love.
Alex, I believe the best course of action now would be to go and find each one of your friends individually and talk to them about the current situation. Remember that the better you do, the more mind dungeon keys you will unlock, and the stronger you will become. It is vital that all of your friends are on board. Without achieving the highest level by the time the end comes, our futile efforts will be even more futile.
But we don't even know when the end is coming. It could be tomorrow for all we know.
Y2K. Could that be it? Could the turn of the millennium be the date?
I don't know, maybe. What do you think, Android Me?
It is possible.
I've had a weird sense of impending doom ever since Rory and Michael mentioned it. That might explain why 99 has gone to shit. I've been looking at the newspaper a lot lately, and things are really screwed up out there.
Well, I suppose having some estimated date is good enough for me.
Alex, you can return to the mind dungeon anytime to see how many days remain.
Wait, what? You mean the date was real? It's been so many numbers and zeros. How do I even calculate that into a date?
I could not see the number myself, but if you take me there and tell me the number, I can help you convert it into days.
Well, damn. Why didn't you tell me that sooner?
Well, she didn't. Lay off of her. We're not perfect, you know.
Is that your new thing? Referring to her as you and etc., etc.?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm gonna go find everyone and get to work on them. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I knew I needed to find my friends individually and convince them that the end was coming.
Okay, let's go ahead and save. So go into Mind Dungeon just to see what that is. See what it looks like with her setting that up. Doesn't really say. I've got a level. Let's do equipment on her. Okay, we'll go and level up while we're here too.
Hey, so, yeah. Look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. Things will be fine. Your mom is a good mom. Look. You know I'm your dad, and I'll always be your dad. So, yeah. Don't forget that. Look, things might be tough, but yeah. Crap, I'm terrible at this. Sometimes adults realize that they made mistakes, and sometimes their mistakes cost a lot of money and require a lot of food and educations. And some adults, like your mother, are better at providing for those mistakes than fathers. Look, you're lucky that your mom is smart. Smarter than I am. Anyway, sometimes the realization of those mistakes leads you to following other mistakes halfway across the country in hope of finding some dream. A youthful dream with nice legs. Only those legs aren't as smart as your mom's, but man. Anyway, yeah. So, hopefully this doesn't screw you up too badly. Just, yeah, you can have all my stuff. I left most of it here. It's like your birthright or whatever. So, my clothes are a bit big, but you'll grow into them, and then you can dress just like your old man. Try not to make the same mistakes I made. Okay?
What the fuck? Okay, HP. Strength. Defense. And PP. Alright, good. Let's go get our friends. Okay. Let's see if Michael is at his house or if we should go into town. Okay. Okay, just tell me where Michael is. Or not. Alright, well, let's go into town. There was Rory.
Hey, Rory!
Yo, where have you been?
Oh, yeah. About that. I spent the next half hour telling the tale of me, the Essentia 2000, and our journey deep into the dungeon of her mind, and into the dungeon of my mind.
So, that's how the world ends? With you destroying it somehow? I don't think I know what that means.
I don't get it myself, but I need your help.
What's your plan? Suicide? Just kidding, that's never cool.
I'm thinking something a little less martyry. I want to train our butts off and be ready to kick this thing's ass once it gets here.
When is it coming for us?
I don't know the exact date, but my gut is telling me it's on New Year's Eve. All that Y2K panic, what if people can sense the end is coming? I know that sounds dumb, but I can't help but feel like that's when it's gonna happen. So what do you say? Are you in?
What's the alternative? run away to the soul space, I could never convince my mom or dad to even try astral projection. And I would never leave everyone else here to die. Of course I'm in.
Okay, so we got Rory back. What was he come in at? 29.
You know, I had a dream last night. In my dream, I saw my brother, but my brother was you. Cute little kid, grew up to being ugly ginger like yourself. But you came to me and asked me for a favor. Is that why you're here?
It is.
So, what's the deal? I'm guessing it's something serious.
The world's going to end. I saw it in my mind dungeon. Remember the android from that van? Well, that android is Vela, Sammy, and a bunch of other people in a parallel life. She showed me all of these things, and I know now that the world will end soon. I want to train in the mind dungeon and be ready to fight this thing when it comes for us. You down?
Are you serious?
Very.
I'm down. I believe you, man. Dude, you gave me hope again. You brought a sense of adventure back in my life that I thought had vanished with my little brother.
Really?
Man, meeting you and your friends was the best thing to ever happen to me. Without meeting you, I'd be so oblivious to everything that's out there.
I'm glad I was able to help. I had no idea I had that sort of effect on anyone.
Well, just let me know when you're ready to start training. Oh yeah!
Okay, let's keep looking for people. Sorry, let's do this too. Oh no, I put Rory and Claudio in my party.
Oh, I was hoping I'd see you. You know, I had the strangest dream last night. I was looking for something for my brother. My brother was older. Probably in his 30s, except he had glasses and red hair. He kind of looked like you. Anyway, I was wandering around. I wanted something of his to take home. Something that he handled every day, or that had been close to his body. But it couldn't be anything important that he would miss. So, I stole one of his pencils.
You know what's weird? I feel like I've heard this story before. Why is that?
I don't know. Anyway, I took the pencil and started drawing all over the walls with it. I kept writing the same word over and over.
What did you write?
It was pantaloon! Over and over again. Pantaloon! 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 Pantaloons! So, anyway, my brother comes into the room and he just looks at me like he caught me naked, or at least in my pantaloons. And he starts crying. Just sobbing. I start crying too. And then I woke up. Weird dream, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I know the world's going to end. I'm going to do my best to help you.
What? How did you figure that out?
You'll figure it out. You're smart enough. You have all the clues you need.
What? How can you just... Feeling of hope grew as I realized everyone I asked to help me said yes. Did I really deserve everyone's help? Nope, not at all. Maybe this is why I was exceedingly grateful. I thought about Michael. He was the only one I hadn't seen since I returned from my trip into the Ascension 2000's mind. Where'd he gone? Why hadn't anyone else seen him?
I have an idea. He's at school.
Come to the forest meadow just south of Frankton. There's something I want to talk to you about.
I'll be right there.
Or not. Okay, let's go check with Michael. Oh, what's this? I did not see this before. Collectible Pog. It's right here. Because I've wandered into here before. Actually. Oh, he's getting ready to go to a different plane.
Michael? Is that you? Where the hell have you been? I've been looking for you for the past week. I called your house, knocked on your door, and no one ever answered.
None of that matters anymore. It's so trivial. Don't you see? No, of course you don't. I wouldn't have a week ago.
What happened? You sound different. Your voice is different. What's going on?
Alex, something has happened to me. I am transformed. I've come to understand certain things. I've been exposed to the truth.
What do you mean? What happened?
Something happened to me. Something very startling at first. But now it's just incredible.
Are you gonna tell me what happened, or are you just gonna keep acting like Vela?
I saw the soul space. I met a parallel self. I lived so many lives. I am everything.
What?
Alex, I entered the mind dungeon alone, and I wandered and wandered. Soon I stumbled upon a hall of names. Each of these names was etched into a door. Inside each of these doors was a life. My life. For 9 days straight, I experienced what it was like to be my parallel selves. Alex, to experience a parallel life in real time is to become an oxymoron. To be something and not be something. Both at once. I am me, but I am also her or him. I have my memories, but they also don't belong to me. The very act of experiencing a parallel life is mind-shattering. When we are born, we immediately begin developing a series of biases and defenses that help us ground our lives in the reality that we invent for ourselves. In doing so, we lose sight of the temporary nature of life. We forget everything. We lose track of where we came from and only look to the future. Experiencing a parallel life disassembles all physiological constraints that have been built up over the years. We see life for what it is, a three-sided box that only allows us to look forward, not back into our own minds where the true nature of reality exists. Do you know what the funniest part is?
What?
I know what you've come to ask me. And I know that I'll say yes, even though I always turn you down. Do you realize how many times we've had this conversation? It's like clockwork. I have a friend. This friend continuously hurts another friend of ours, and soon he realizes his flaws. He soon asks me to try and save him from self-destruction. Every time I say no, and every time you destroy our reality. Maybe it took for me to realize what not helping a friend can do to that friend, but I'm in. Let's win this thing.
Michael, did you see how reality ends?
No. All of my lives end with you destroying everything. But I'm never there to see firsthand how you do it.
Crap. I was really hoping you knew the answer.
I'm surprised you're not alarmed by what I've told you. What have I missed while I'm away?
I think you should meet our new android friend.
Alex, do you feel the air? Do you see the stars? Their positions have changed. Did you notice the colors? Everything is wrong. This isn't what it was like. Something is wrong. Something is broken. Can't you see it?
Michael, I don't know. Maybe things feel different, but dude, they've felt different for a long time. The very feeling of being me has changed. I can't really put my finger on it, but something is wrong. You're right.
Do you ever remember things wrong?
No. I don't think so. What does that mean?
Never mind. I suppose not. Let's go back to your house.
As we walked back to my house, a strange feeling of nostalgia overwhelmed me. It was as if I hadn't seen Michael in a really long time. As if the Michael I'd spent the past year with had been broken, and now he was fixed. This was the Michael I remembered. In the cooling winter air, I had a series of memories return to me. All of them involved Michael, but none of them felt real, as if I'd experienced them in a far-off, distant life.
This music, though.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. Although, in a way, we have met many times before, both in the past of our parallel lives, and in the future of our parallel lives. I am going to make this brief. Starting tomorrow, we will train in the Mind Dungeon. It is now the 24th of November, and...
But tomorrow's Thanksgiving!
Thanksgiving? Tomorrow?
Yeah, and so we should start on Friday.
What about shopping on Friday? Just kidding. Seriously, just kidding.
Many of my parallel lives were Canadian, so this is somewhat a surprise to me, as I experienced Canadian Thanksgiving a few weeks ago. All right, fair enough. Friday we begin.
Promise of a future is something I'd grown to take for granted. Now, with the threat of impending doom, I realize how silly it was to do so. And what else could be expected of me? I've lived the past 25 years knowing nothing but a series of tomorrows. In fact, I'll do that tomorrow. Had become my mantra over the past 2.5 decades. Tomorrow, there may be nothing. Today, maybe the last day. This knowledge triggered something in me to fall away. It was as if the core of my personality dropped away and nothing came in to fill the hole. It was like being hungry all the time except food, mindless fun, and things that normally bring happiness had lost their appeal. The knowledge that this was all temporary had stripped me of the ability to experience basic human pleasures. But I craved from a sense of normal, a desire to go back. No, that's not right. I didn't want to go back. If I went back, I'd be the same person I used to be. Selfish, unfocused, lazy. I had no purpose. I was a blank slate that was covered in war paint. I was going to defeat whatever was coming from my reality, even if it was me. I would defeat myself. What that meant, I didn't know. But I was prepared to do whatever it took. I liked what I was becoming. What I didn't like was wasting time eating turkey, cranberry sauce, and mashed potatoes.
It's 7:05 a.m. This is the earliest you've been up since you had that 7:30 class. And even then, you woke up at 7:30.
It feels good. I was so excited to get to the mine dungeon I barely slept last night.
Impressive. Well, get to work. Remember, you can choose to go to the mine dungeon or visit your friends in town. You can only do one or the other. We have about a month until the new year comes, and it's hard to do both in a day. Try and spend as much time in the mine dungeon as you can. If you don't train hard enough, you might not be strong enough by the time the end comes.
Got it. Today I'll...
Save there just in case. Let's see what it's like in the mine dungeon. Actually, let's stay like that. So, is it saying we can't? We may close out and reopen because you only have to come to the mine dungeon to do leveling, but it counts as a day. Then I don't want to do it until we get like a few levels each time. Yep, that's what it does. Okay. Well, let's close software. We'll see what it's like to spend time with friends. Let's spend time with friends.
So, I've been reading the newspaper a lot lately, trying to comb it for stories, little clues about what might be coming. There's something I've noticed. Has anyone else felt like the amount of screwed up stuff happening lately has escalated?
What do you mean?
Like, last year I swear I never heard about girls going missing, dying in water towers, people shooting up their schools. And now what? I swear, every time I catch the news, there's a new tragedy. It's like people are going out of their way to find new ways to die.
When you experienced your parallel lives, were there any indication that it's just this reality that's like that?
That's a good question.
That is a very interesting question to ask, Alex. I am afraid that even I, a being who is aware of all of my parallel lives at once, cannot answer. The defining core mechanics of each reality is so different that there is very little point in comparing them. The norm for, say, my life as Oda, compared to my life as Yuzu, are so starkly different. In Oda's life, I longed for family that was never around. In that reality, families were not close. Whereas in Yuzu's reality, people lived with their families and never moved apart. People who did not speak with their families were considered to be outcasts.
Great. So do you think things are getting worse?
I believe things are always as they've been, only you are just now old enough to notice how harsh reality can be.
Oh, so we get a free level that way. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna start a new save though, just in case we need to come back and grab that one and grind on it. We'll explore around town. Oh, look at the panda at the top of the Christmas tree. Let's see what's going on Onosum. Local construction companies have been dumping some barrels of toxic waste. Now local tourists have become unruly. Little bastards have been stealing my pizza deliveries, so if you come take them out, happy to make it worth your while. Factory, water tower, windmill. Okay, so those are like NMs we can do. Okay, so star creature at the windmill. Let's go ahead and take care of all these, see how things turn out. Probably play around for like the next 10 to 15 minutes and then call it a day. I'll do all the grinding to get us closer to December 31st. I'll see if there's any events that happen in the middle of there, like if they have a Christmas event, then that's where we'll start back next time. All that jazz. Let's go north of Frankton. So the little family of windmills. Let's see how hard these are. Turn this down. 2 aliens and a store creature.
I sustained damage.
That's on me. Okay, they're level 29 to 30. Let's try this.
Trick shot! Ha!
Six is fine.
I have sustained damage.
It's not who I wanted to get stunned.
Trick shot!
See ya.
don't know if that's actually what we wanted to do. Nice. I guess we can only complete one side quest a day, too? That's a little disappointing. Okay, everybody's got their health. Alright, let's go to Windtown and fight those turtles then. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we have to go to the mall and pick up a kid. So hanging posters. Alien at the reservoir. That's enough for now. It's nice that it gives me a whole bunch of stuff to do. Let's go to Windtown, we'll fight the turtles, and we'll call it a day. And then I'll do a whole bunch of stuff off stream, and we'll come back to finish the game. Let's see, bus stop is down here. It's probably the easiest way to get to Windtown. And if anything, there's the tower as well. Oh, what? Why are there enemies in the overworld now? See how hard they are. Guess maybe that's why we had to come back. Level 28 to 30.
Trick shot! Ha! Go to shell!
You're just bitching strength.
Ow!
This kid looks like he's at the end of the game. Alright, I am going to keep his channel open so I can come back to it. Okay.
Right in the manhole!
Too quick there. Dang, missed it.
Go to shell!
Should kill him though.
Right in the manhole! Righteous! Right in the manhole!
Keep missing that 7th hit.
Shot! Right Right in the manhole. Dude! Right in the manhole. Right in the manhole.
So anyway, when I was watching some of the other people play streams of this, they actually did not like Vela as a DPS. And it's just like, her minigame's so easy. How can you not want to use her? Actually, I want to take a look around, see how many enemies there might be chilling out. Okay, there's one at the playground. There's one over at the manhole. And one up here, so 4 of them. Okay, we're gonna heal ourselves. Actually, I want to see if there's any new weapons and stuff here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we're going to save. I'll finish out this quest off stream and work our ways up to the end. I don't want to spend too much time running around on stream when it's just a whole bunch of repetitive side quests and stuff. But we'll be back either tomorrow, which would be Monday, or Thursday to finish off the game. But it seems like we've kind of hit the end now. But thanks for watching, guys. We will finish this up next time. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you're watching this over on YouTube. You'll get to see all my videos as they go up. There's also links to my Twitch channel where you can come chat with me while I play through the game. Also links to my social media and a link to my Discord channel if you want to be part of the daily community. But with that said, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care.